just dawned on me. My head hurt this morning.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster, and it gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UCLA Bruins offense takes the field. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. They're both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible, just let him go to work.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Off play action. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Westbrook. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bruins are facing third and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise.
I suspect we can see that same exact play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. A little screen to the running back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends and the screen game.
There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Boy,
he is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll try to sneak it. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely kick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Penn State. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
What the?
Big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of down.
No. No. Wow. Really?
It's into the 32.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Runs through a tackle.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Quick release by the QBs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Fox. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Fellas, here is the latest on the battle for bragging rights inside the Commonwealth of Virginia today between the Cavaliers and Hokies.
All right there, Rob.
Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Fires to the right. A strike downfield.
Oh, man, he got caught.
Touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Late.
Finds a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Next, going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains.
I still going to go pick it off. Why you go behind the guy?
Again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up.
Go
Guys
ahead,
have to be
fix
able
it.
to make them one-on-one, hit life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Nice move there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Wide open on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
On the move from inside his
Oh,
5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try the outside to the left. At midfield, he's got room. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Shit.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And we've got a deadlock here in the third quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Get him away, boy.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Caught over the middle. It's Denmark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Caught near the sticks. It's Denmark. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Cole.
Hell of a
Brought
catch.
down just outside the red zone.
Hell
He
of a
moves
catch.
the
What do you
chains
mean?
at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. After run, now throw.
What?
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete.
Touchdown, Penn State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get it again.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you hitting the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Direct snap. It's Martin. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds after a good game on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. He now has 110 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Goes to the option. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It's good. He could have hit a straight right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sims. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple, looking deep down the right side.
Yes.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger
football, run this game out? No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look,
oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
and QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Got room to work. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game. Man, I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
You see. We'll go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. The screen, he's got wheels. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on second down. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
They'll run for it to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Green. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires downfield. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Under fire. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This late in the game in the fourth quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Damn, he caught that?
Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I almost screwed that up.
He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They've stretched out this lead. They're starting to smell their 11th win of the year.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Westbrook. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they...
That doesn't make sense. Come on. I thought so. Yeah. 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 Oh, man. He's had a 2,000-yard season.